Alright. Alright. I'm Bassguy. I'm doing Vice Project Doom. It's sort of a mashup of Spy Hunter, The Punisher, and I'd say Ninja Gaiden. It's easy to get, so I'm gonna try to stay on script. It's kind of like Ninja Gaiden 2 in that sense. But I have plenty of backups that I've been practicing, but it's still something I'd like to avoid. So basically, in the game, you're some special agent. These aliens have come in to Earth. They're doing all these experiments on humans, and you have to stop them. That's basically the lore. And you have a love interest that sort of we'll see later. Oh, hey Tutu, thanks. Alright, so I guess I'll get going. Let's see, in 3, 2, 1, let's start with the Spy Hunter stage. So I just don't want to get hit by any enemies or some of these barricades that you can't destroy, or you'll spin out. You'll hear this deep deep deep. And those little orange X's have items that I can pick up, so I like to pick those up because they usually have stuff like bullets or grenades that I can use in later stages. And if you hit A, you'll change gears, and your engine will backfire, and you can take out enemies that are behind you. See, that's what happens if you get hit. So I was trying to avoid that. Kind of hard to talk and kind of hard to do your own commentary during this game. All right, here's the first boss. So I fired at him while he was moving into me, and then smashed against the wall there, and that to get some iframes going, and then just backfired the exhaust to kill him. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, this is harder than I thought it'd be to do commentary for this game. All right, so this is just the city. You're off to fight the first sort of boss, who's this mutant character. Alright. Okay, so just some basic platforming. So if I hit diagonal down while throwing a bomb, I'll sort of skip past the ladder. Alright, so this boss is sort of a mutant. He can throw a steel beam into you in one of 3 horizontal sort of planes. So alright, so okay. I think it's such like a Chinatown. So just sort of making my way towards the exit. Okay. Okay, and that was the first skip, so I don't have to use those platforms by jumping from that section. Okay, this will be coming up on the second boss. And the G's are grenades, the B's are bullets, so you get 5 grenades per pickup. And this is and I forgot to explain, this is the electric whip. You have the electric whip, the gun, and grenades. Okay, okay, so this is like, I think this is like some sort of television studio. And you're I don't know what the lore behind it. I guess that's where they do the transmissions for to their agents that the enemies use to send video transmissions out to Earth or to their agents. All right, so this is the first Punisher stage. So you can only use the gun and the grenade, so I'm just kind of mowing them down as they show up on the screen. So again, B, you get a pack of 10 bullets. The G icons for grenades, you get 5 of those. And I I know some people will skip a lot of these enemies, but I try to kill most of them just because it's easy. You get some just really easy pickups. Alright, so this is the Amazon. And I'm going to do the first zip in the game. So you do that by holding diagonal in a direction, diagonal down in one of the directions, and holding and hitting select at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's the second zip. Okay, so once again, do another zip. So this part's kind of annoying. This is because those logs will become RNG if you don't perform this. So just by doing that, you back and forth, you manipulate the logs a bit. Otherwise, they'll become this sort of RNG mess, and that makes it hard to jump up, to platform up the stage. All right, so. And usually you'll notice like for these birds, I'll usually try to jump over them and then strike them down really quickly. But, okay, that's a little skip there. He boosted me up for that platform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so just damage boost through these. Alright. Okay, so this is the next boss. It's just a tank. So it has this weird hitbox. So just using my electric whip to strike that vulnerable spot in the tank. And then I think this is just like their base, but another one of their bases. Okay, so shoot. Okay. Okay, so throw a grenade here. They'll take sort of, and those as long as that grenade animation's going, it'll do damage. So the enemies are stupid and they'll keep moving into that sort of animation and die. So you kind of throw those in advance of where your character's going to go, and you can just sort of run through. Okay, so okay, pick up some more grenades, and this will be the next boss coming up after this screen. And this is, I guess, sort of like a big, I think, defense robot or something. So he just drops bombs, but to make short work of him. I was hoping to get that in one cycle, but that's okay. And then, of course, every platformer has to have a train section. So this is a lot like Ninja Gaiden 2 train section. Come on. These hitboxes are kind of wonky. And this isn't like Batman where start is the weapon selection. It's actually select, so sometimes I'll fat finger the start button. And I like to take these rats out because they have really weird hitbox, they have really odd hitbox. So it's better to just use grenades. Okay. Okay, so so this section's kind of, there's actually a zip you can do on the left, but I have not practiced it yet, so I don't want to go for something I'm not well versed in. Okay. Alright, come on. Alright, here's another sort of android, sort of guy in a mech suit. didn't get the one cycle. Okay. So the electric factory. So there's a lot of weapon swapping in this game. I think it's probably worse than Batman in that regard, despite being a little like it. Okay, so I just have to pause and strike down the enemies as they come on this screen. Alright. I like to take that guy out in hopes that he sort of gets rid of some lag and some slowdown on the screen. Alright, so damage boost, go through that guy. And this is probably one of the easier bosses in the game coming up. So just throw a grenade and strike him down with the whip. Okay. So this is probably one of the harder screens for levels for me, because these enemies are kind of a little more tanky. They take a, like those guys throwing the hex bolts at you. They take a couple hits to kill. So shoot. I don't want to risk taking damage there. Okay. So this is sort of the mutant factory where they're performing experiments. And that'll be important to the story, I guess, coming up. Ah, shoot. Well, that's not important. I don't really need to kill him, I just like to. Okay. So just some damage boosting to all those vines. Okay. Okay, so this is actually Christy. That's your love interest. They did an experiment on her. Okay, so that was the one cycle. So that's okay. Yeah, like Rayo said, the stages are so short. It's kind of hard to explain as they go, because I go through them kind of quick. Have to go through them kind of quickly. Okay, so this is another spy hunter. So I have to damage boost because those spike balls I can't actually take out, so I have to damage boost through them. Jerk. Okay, so this will be the boss of the stage coming up. Okay, nice. Killed him pretty quick. Okay, and this will be the second to last stage, which will be another Punisher, gallery shooter stage. And those red guys are kind of wily, so you kind of have to. Sometimes you just have to throw a grenade and chuck a grenade to take them out. They're kind of. They'll dodge everything. And they also throw grenades at you. Some of them do. final stage. So this is a pretty straightforward screen. You just sort of strike these guys down and duck under those I don't know what those darts that are being thrown at you. Come on. The hitbox on that long-necked robot's kind of weird. Okay. I did that too early. Okay, this is your clone. So he actually reads your inputs, which is really irritating, like he just did there. So that was a little slower than I would have liked, but it's okay. Okay, so the final boss, he just sort of changed into this monster. Okay, I guess that's time. Alright, thanks for the GGs. But thanks for having me on. I guess I'll be back for a couple more runs doing Kabuki. I think I've been running that since like 2019, I think. And then Ninja Crusaders, I think I just picked that up last year. I think after, I think it's moved by Jenkins, wasn't it? Let's see. So I'll turn it back over to the text now. I'll be back in a bit.